So we know that boundaries are healthy. We know that we have the right to have them. We know that cognitively, right? But what happens is that narcissists get angry when you put down a boundary. Instead of understanding that you have limits, instead of understanding that your needs matter to you as well, they view it as a threat to them. And so they'll often use manipulative tactics to make you feel guilty, as if you're a bad person, or as if you don't care about the relationship simply because you're putting down a boundary. And so when this happens, for some people, somatically, this is extremely uncomfortable. Cognitively, they know, I'm allowed to put down this boundary. This is right. This is the right thing to do. But their body might be bringing up extreme discomfort. And the reason for that has to do with unconscious beliefs that might be getting kicked on through the narcissist manipulation. So in order to maintain your boundary, first, not only do you know that you are allowed to have them, because there's the cognitive knowledge, right? You need to know that it's normal and healthy to put down a boundary. But on top of that, you need to have the capacity in your body to handle the discomfort that comes with their reaction. So if they get angry, what they're trying to do is they're trying to touch on an unhealed belief that I'm bad. They know you're a good person. And so they use your good qualities against you because they know if they can get you to feel like you're bad, then you're going to start doubting yourself and you might give in to how they're wanting you to be. And that means you'll wind up disrespecting your own boundaries to appease them. And so when you're setting your boundaries, watch for that. Watch for how the narcissist tries to make you feel bad. And when you notice that happening, remind yourself that they're allowed to be angry. You may not like it. It may have been wonderful if they just simply respected the boundary, but you can't control them just like you don't want them to control you. So you give them permission to be angry. If they want to be angry, they're allowed to be angry, again, even if you don't like it, and you're also still allowed to hold on to your boundary. Now, the next thing they might do, if they realize the anger is not working, they might move into guilt tripping. They might guilt trip you into thinking that you're setting that boundary is somehow an attack on your relationship with this person. You'll often see this in romantic relationships or in family relationships. And so their thought, again, is to try to make you feel like what you're doing is not a loving thing for that friendship. If you notice this, just remember that boundaries are healthy for any relationship. They are a kind and loving thing by also taking your needs into account as well. Narcissists would love you to feel guilty when you care for your needs. They want you only caring about theirs. But boundaries allow you to care about others but yourself as well. Without boundaries, that's actually a lack of love for self. And then we enter that relationship in a way that is very out of balance. Now, if that doesn't work, what a narcissist might then try to do in their manipulation to cross your boundaries is they might move into trying to charm you, where they're telling you they respect your boundaries. They're telling you what you want to hear. So it's charming, it looks good, it sounds good, it touches your heart. But then you pay attention to their actions and you start to see that their words and their actions are not on the same page. So the reason I mentioned those different manipulation tactics is so that you're aware of the pushback that you will most likely experience, especially if you're dealing with a covert narcissist. Narcissists don't like boundaries. So when you start setting them, remember those 3 things to watch out for. Either their anger, their guilt tripping, or their charming, offensive way of trying to get you to back down. But now that you know what to watch for, you can be prepared for this response. Because remember, it's their way of trying to maintain control. But knowing this in advance is going to help you to stand your ground even when they push against your boundaries. Now, I will be honest, it's one thing to learn how to set boundaries, and it's another thing to feel like you can embody the learning. And that's because the body is the subconscious mind, and it holds our old subconscious programmings that we've been carrying oftentimes since we were children. Programs like, I'm bad if other people are angry, or it's my job to make other people happy, or it's my fault if they're upset. I'm responsible for other people's emotions. If we have beliefs like that in our body, in our subconscious mind, then when we go to apply information like this, it's going to be really hard. So if that's your case and you're not struggling to learn this information, you're struggling to embody it and live it, I want to invite you to the School of Transformation, because I meet live weekly with people from all over the world that are doing that inner healing work to embody the healing journey. That's what we do. We learn how to be able to apply it, how to live the knowledge that we're learning. So make sure you check out the links to see if that's something that can be helpful for you.